The first thing you want to do is raise your car. You can do this with car ramps or a jack. Make sure you read the safety manual before raising your car. After you raise up your car, make sure you put on the parking brake. Don't forget to pop the hood. After raising your car, you will want to secure the rear tires. I used bricks to secure the car. So this is a 2013 Kia Rio. I'm underneath the front passenger side of this vehicle, and then this is the oil drain plug. So we got to loosen that, and then if you look right here, there's the oil filter, and that's what we're going to take off. Okay, so I had to use my breaker bar to loosen the bolt, and so now it's loose enough to where I can do it by hand. And so there we go. We're going to drain all this oil out the best we can. There's my bolt. So after a few minutes it's going to stop draining, and at that point you can just hand tighten the bolt and put it back in. You don't have to use the wrench just yet for that. Just wait. So I'm going to use this oil filter tool to take the oil filter off, because I can't get it by hand. I've already tried. So this tool loosened it, so I'm going to do the rest by hand. When it starts leaking, just let it leak until it stops, and then you can just go ahead and take it off. Now you see why the gloves are so important to wear. So I removed all the old oil and the old filter. As you can see, it's inside here. And I'm going to put in the new. Don't worry about the brand, just worry about the type. This particular vehicle takes the 5-weight 20, and I prefer full synthetic. There's a link to a video that Engineering Explained did, that if you wanted to understand between synthetic and regular conventional motor oil, he really does a great job. So because I watched his video, I always use full synthetic now. So I got the new oil filter. It's supposed to last 15,000 miles. I'm not going to wait that long to change the oil. I usually go between 6,000 and 10,000, somewhere in that range. I won't go that far. Anyway, here's the new filter. I'm going to put a coat of the old oil, just any kind of oil, just a little bit on the outer portion here. So when I put it back on the car, there's a seal. Okay, so here's the plug for the oil. This is where the oil filter goes, right there. I'll zoom in on it. Goes right there on that spot. And so I'm going to put the new oil filter on. So when you put the oil filter on, you just hand tighten it the best you can. You don't need to use no tool to make it tight. Just hand tighten it. And since I'm wearing these gloves, it gives me a little extra grip. And that's it. So the oil filter's on, and now we're gonna tighten this bolt. You want to just use a regular ratchet. You don't want to use the breaker bar. So now it's time to add the oil. We've already changed the filter. We made sure it was hand tightened. We used our ratchet on the oil drain bolt, and we tightened it with that. Do not tighten it with the breaker bar. That's a bad idea. The breaker bar is only for braking, not for tightening. We're gonna add, for this car, I think it's like 3.5 quarts. So I measured it out. There's a little measuring thing on the side of the container. You can pour it slowly. If you need to, you can also pour it like this to make it where it doesn't spill out so fast, sideways. Okay, so now that we added the oil, we put 3.5 quarts in. We're going to close that, and I'm going to start the car and back it off the ramps, and then we're going to let it set for at least 5 minutes and then check the oil. So before backing up off the ramps, make sure you remove whatever you use to block the back wheels. Epic tip: do not start your car before you put oil in it. That is a really bad idea. Okay, so I let my car set for a little while. I'm checking the oil. It looks like we're totally full. We just went a little bit beyond the full line, which is not too bad. So we have plenty of oil. I don't have to add any more. This oil change is complete.